What's up, guys? It's your boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Pickdroppers, back at it again with a Game of the Week video. Now, in this video, I am the Carolina Panthers, and Tyrone is the Arizona Cardinals. Now, in case you guys are having any trouble at the start of the game wondering who we are, I will always be the home team, and Tyrone will always be the away team. Unless the Patriots are the home team, then he'll be the Patriots. And then if the Steelers are the away team, I'll be the Steelers. But if that's not the case, then I will always be the home team. You guys see, I do wind up punting the ball off to him first drive, and then I do get an interception. So it's pretty much like the punt never happened. And right now I'm looking pretty good on defense. I did get the interception. And on offense, I'm not able to get any points, just like Carolina's offense this year, struggling to get touchdowns. And in case you guys didn't know, I actually made all the Game of the Weeks at the start of the year, and I thought this was going to be an amazing matchup. Turns out it's not going to be that good of a matchup unless Carolina can show up and actually do something on offense, and their defense can shut down the run and the pass. Now, you guys see there, I do get a penalty called against me, and I might just turn off penalties because they're really annoying, and 90% of the time they get called against me, which is really stupid, and I don't understand why that happens. But yeah, and for this upcoming week's game, I actually think Arizona will win. You guys see, I did get a user pick there, beautiful user pick. Then Jonathan Stewart trucks somebody and is able to get the rushing touchdown. But I do think Arizona will win. I think their offense will be a little bit too much for Carolina. And I think their defense will be able to force Cam Newton into some bad throws. I think Jonathan Stewart's not going to be able to get anything going because he did suffer a hamstring injury a couple weeks ago. I don't think he's fully recovered. I don't think he'll be at full strength. And it's definitely going to be interesting to watch the Pat Pete versus Kelvin Benjamin matchup. That's definitely going to be very interesting to watch. But I think David Johnson will have a huge game, and I think Larry Fitz will also have a big game. I think a lot of people on the Cardinals will just have huge games because Carolina's defense has not been able to show up, especially their secondary, which has played really bad. And I'm playing in fantasy football against somebody who has both Larry Fitzgerald and David Johnson, so I'm really scared. I definitely want Arizona to play really good, but I don't think they'll be able to. I think they're going to get outplayed. Their quarterback is injured, and I think Carson Palmer is going to get going and get on his stride, even though last week the game was tied 6-6, and he actually wasn't able to do anything on offense. You got to score touchdowns. He was not able to. He had 75 minutes, and he wasn't able to score a single touchdown. 2 field goals came from it. Arguably should have been 3 or 4 because there was a couple of missed field goals. But, sometimes that happens. And you just got to score some touchdowns. And so hopefully that happens this week. Or somebody like Michael Floyd or John Brown have huge games. Something like that. Because I definitely don't want my opponent to win, obviously. So yeah. And I'm really psyched for the Dallas-Philadelphia game. But this game I think is going to be very interesting too. Because it is a rematch from last year. In case you guys don't remember last year, definitely a great matchup. Both teams played really well in the conference championship game. But Carolina did get the better, and they definitely outplayed Arizona on defense. And I definitely don't think that will be the case this week because Carolina was able to fluster Carson Palmer and make him throw stupid throws. And I just don't think it's the same team. Obviously, it's not the same team, but I think Carolina's way different. I think they do miss Josh Norman. I think he was big for their team, and I just think they have a Super Bowl hangover. And teams are now learning how to beat them after the Broncos exposed them. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see if their season is in fact over because it's getting really close to it. And they don't have much time. I think they're going to have to either win out or win every game except for one to make the playoffs. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Definitely want to hear what your thoughts in the comments down below. And then Arizona, for their side, they definitely have been looking good in the past couple of games. Their start of the season definitely started out rough, but I do think they do have a good chance to come back and win the division. They're only 2 games behind Seattle, and they're barely under 500. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens and see if they're going to be able to get the win, because Seattle has definitely been looking good. Definitely a very interesting team. And Seattle's right now up in the division. I guess you could say Arizona's down 1.5 games. They're actually at 500, but it still will be definitely interesting to see who will be able to come out victorious in that division. And then in Carolina's division, they're way behind. They've lost 4 in a row, and they're 2.5 games behind first place. And they're definitely going to need something to get them going. Their only win coming against San Francisco, and that was a huge win. It was something like 46-27. But besides that, they haven't looked good at all. And as you guys are seeing in the gameplay, Carolina is crushing. I do not think that will happen. And you guys see I do get a fumble there. Beautiful hit stick fumble. Return that for a touchdown. Go up 24-0. And now the game is officially over because obviously I'm up by too much. And there's pretty much no way he'll be able to come back, especially since he was not able to score at all so far. And there's only a minute left in the game. And I think it's not going to be like this at all in the game. I definitely think it's going to be high scoring. I think both teams will get a high score. And my projection for the game, which I will start doing for every game of the week starting now. And my projection for the game will be Arizona 35, Carolina 17. And I think David Johnson will get 1 or 2 touchdowns. I think Fitz will get a touchdown or 2. I think Michael Floyd might get a touchdown. Yeah, I kind of think that Arizona's defense or special teams might get a touchdown. Definitely a very favorable matchup for Arizona. And you guys see, I did want to go down to the 1, so I could score a touchdown. And I wind up winning 31-0 against Tyrone. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and write a comment down below on what you would like to see next. It's your boy Pickdroppers, and I'm out. Peace!